Welcome to Who's the Daddy podcast, where nothing's off the table.
When listening, please do remember that we are likely to highly offend, but we are also firm believers of no means no. And as always, please read the trigger warnings.
Whose idea
What
was
book
it
are we
to
doing?
read?
Before Some Blood?
Whose idea was it to read this book?
Sarah's.
Was it?
Yeah, because you told me it's the vampire why choose.
Right, so we are talking about Forged in Blood by Sadie Kincaid and Promised in Blood by Sadie Kincaid.
Which was described as Vampire Diaries. Has everyone seen Vampire Diaries? As the why choose for Vampire Diaries.
I always feel really bad, but
You need to watch it.
I haven't watched it. No Vampire Diaries.
To the point,
Katie,
reading this book made me rewatch it.
Get out of your own house now. You've been banished.
You have, because
No,
you don't know why we're obsessing over Damon.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's all
well,
I've got to
I've
say.
obviously had.
Well, we
videos
sent you a lot of
sent,
things
so,
about
yeah,
him.
I've seen
Surely
him.
you've seen.
I know who he is.
It's everything.
I know who he is.
What is his actual name?
Ian Somerhalder.
Who's Henry Cavill? Oh, isn't he Superman?
That's Superman.
Oh yeah, wrong person. He's also quite hot.
What would you take? Okay, then,
He's
Sarah.
not vampire hot though, is he?
Superman or Damon?
Damon.
Damon, yeah. That's easy.
Damon.
You can say,
Guys,
she's like, no.
I feel
No.
like I'm just left out.
Yeah, but it's his whole character. This is why we like dark romance, because we would choose
To be
Damon.
fair, when I
Yeah.
started watching
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries, though, I was very
do need to
much
watch this.
like Stefan all the way, even
Yeah.
for quite a while. And
So
then
cute.
I don't know what it was. Damon
Well, talking
just
about
switched.
like fantasy era though, Twilight. Who would have you
Twilight.
been on Twilight?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, which one?
Oh, who am I? I think I forgot his name now. The wolf.
So Jacob.
Jacob. Yeah,
Or-
Team Jacob. I'm Team Jacob.
No, I am fucking not. Give me a vampire all day long.
Yeah. I tell you
No,
why.
because he's a soppy pap at
yes.
the end, and that is
but
what.
excuse upon though, they are far too sparkly. Vampires are not sparkly.
They
Yeah,
are sparkly.
ew.
They are
not sparkly.
They're not like as dark as now. Like now reading these books, that
That's a
may give me
vampire.
the dark.
That's a vampire.
But
Yeah, I think. Oh, now his name is gone.
Edward.
Edward. I think Edward is too sappy for my liking.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Nah, Jacob's
But
growly.
he still sucks the blood out.
Growly.
Growly over sparkly and soft and. Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, but Jacob's not that growly.
What's the
He's still
what's the
got
other
like
vamp? What are the other ones in Twilight? Who's the big burly one? Emma?
Oh, yeah.
Still, I get like the sparkle.
He's like a Disney.
There's
He's like,
still
he
like-
is a Disney vampire, isn't he? He reminds me of a Disney character that I met. He's like a Disney jock, isn't
Oh,
he?
hang on.
Yeah.
Which one is he? The one with dark hair and the dark eyes?
Yeah.
Because there's. Oh no, I'm thinking of the dad. He's the blonde one, isn't he? He's
Of course, Kelly would go for the dad.
Of course you would.
It's Uncle Jake all over again.
Give me the dad vibes. Oh no, I don't even like it. I don't even like it. That's who I was picturing when you said the burly one. I was
Katie.
thinking, is he? I don't really see that. No, I don't. I don't like the dad. I don't like the dad. I mean, give me a forbidden any day of the week, but maybe not the dad in Twilight. Gross. Yeah, because I can remember the fascination with Twilight. Like, I was not in at all. Not in. Ever. And then I think like 3 of the films come out and I watched them back to back in one night. Like, oh my God, what have I been missing?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is not like Twilight. Not going to lie. It's nothing like
Well,
Twilight
no, this
whatsoever.
is like on crack.
Twilight on crack. No, it is not. It is.
It's not even Twilight on crack, to be fair, is it?
It's dark.
Like,
it's good,
very
though.
dark.
It is dark. So we've got an
so good.
orphan, Ophelia. That her name is spelled. It depends how you want to read it in the book, because sometimes I do catch myself going Opula. I'm like, no, that's not her name. Her name is Ophelia. Is that how I
How would
pronounce
you
it?
even... How in your head would you even...
Ophelia. I think that's in my head. That is my head saying that's how it should be said. It's
Let's be
Ophelia.
fair.
It's not. It's
We don't
Ophelia.
care about the girl's name, that's why.
I don't actually ever give a shit about the girl, to be honest. No, that is such
me.
a lie, because I love a powerful feminist-ish
Yeah, but I
A
think
bad bitch.
I like a bad bitch.
I think by the
She's
end
coming.
of this series,
It's coming.
though,
I can feel it in
she's
my
gonna
bones. It's
go.
coming. The
pound
third
you.
book, she is going to turn into "Do not fuck with
with
my
me."
men because I will fuck you over," and I can't wait for that. I've sworn way too much already.
Oh, we always have a warning at the end, at the start of these, just
Kaylee
saying,
swears.
don't worry. Should I
lot.
add that on?
Yeah.
Kaylee swears.
Sorry,
We all swear.
Kaylee has a
says
potty
fuck a
mouth. I can't
Maybe I
help
should
myself.
bleep it out, like beep, beep, beep.
No, there'd be a lot.
Could you imagine
It'd be
that?
very boring.
Beep, 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 beep.
Everyone
Beep,
like,
beep, beep, beep.
"Ah,
Men.
cock in my mouth." Right, yes, so she is an orphan. She has no family. Parents died when she was young. No friends. No one really likes her, to be honest. She's a bit of an outcast, and she keeps herself to herself.
She's a shy girl, isn't
She's
she?
quite shy, reserved.
It's like me.
But
Oh,
you do
God,
get
Sarah's
that.
living her best life over there.
No, Sarah, she's not like you.
I'm shy. What are you on about?
No, but if someone was to fuck you
I don't
off like
like
they
people.
did her in like that big
Should have burnt them down by now.
Yeah, they'd be burnt to a crisp. They'd be gone. Should have like fuck you. you could piss off. Yeah, like she'd be going around just setting people on fire. And it'd always be fucking raining because she'd be miserable. She'd be like, fuck this shit, it's raining again.
It'd just be fucking dark. The
Yeah, I
whole
was
time,
going to
wouldn't it, on my
say,
face?
would we see the sun? Yeah, we would see someone. She was sat home reading. She's like, lovely, this is my happy place. No, you're not that dark. You're not also that horrible. Oh, God, how to insult your friends.
I'm used to it now. It's been a while.
That's proper funny. But we even said that because if we haven't read Forced in Blood or Promised in Blood, then
Yeah, you
probably
might
don't listen because
this
probably going to
could give you
spoil.
some spoilers because we have only just finised the second book. Literally,
Katie
last
read
night.
it within 2 days.
I
of
read
like,
it. I was the
being
first
released.
one to read it all because I was so excited.
Bearing in mind, she was the last one to. Were you the last
I
one?
was the last one to start the
Forged in
first
Blood,
book.
yeah.
I am in my zone at the moment where life is. It's nearly Christmas, guys. So they're ready to listen to this. So obviously, you got to buy Christmas presents, all of that shit, and I just don't want to do it. So I'm just shutting myself away from the world,
Avoiding my issues.
and avoiding my every issue going. So I'm basically listening to a book or reading a book and ignoring life. That is how I get myself out of these holes. Ignore them.
Reading is that, though, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I love
to
it. It just
escape.
takes me away. So yeah, she's in right at the beginning of the book. You do get like a little quick. What is the word? Is it a prologue?
Yeah, it is the prologue.
So you
Naveel.
get to hear from something that's quite confusing to begin with. Is she a witch?
She's a witch, yes.
She's a witch from a different
The Dan Rath witches are one of the
orders.
She's in the order.
She's in the order, but she's also a witch. This order are people that basically watch the order of life. That's what I want to say. It's really not that though.
It reminds me of the Truman Show. I'm not going to lie. It's like the Watchers of the Truman Show. When I think
I
about
didn't
it,
know what the Truman Show
oh my god,
is.
just listen to the Truman Show. Holy shit!
Has that got
Katie.
Jim Carrey in it?
Yeah. When his life is being like everyone watches, he's like the main character, and his whole life is scripted. That's what it reminds me of.
But yeah, so they basically just watch. They're not there to interfere. They just watch. But right at the beginning of the book, there's a baby born in very bad situations. By all accounts, she is her baby. Yeah, and then you flip to her life.
18 years later, or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then she's gone. All of a sudden, she's got a bank full of money that has paid for her university, and she doesn't know where it's come from. She's just been told by her foster carers and people that this is where you need to go. This has all been set up, so you need to go to this said school. She is a human.
Said school is.
It's
magic
called
school.
Magic,
Montridge University. Is what it's called, but it's a complete magic school, isn't it?
Yeah. You have got humans there. You've got witches, werewolves, and vampires, haven't you?
Because the humans are there to be basically the blood bank. The food to the vampires.
Just to make it
I
look
go?
like it's a normal place.
Sign me up, please.
Can I be food?
Can I be food? Yes, you can. Yeah, so she goes...
Because she doesn't know about
goes
magic,
there.
does she? She doesn't know about
No, she
vampires,
just
she doesn't know
thinks
about
she's
witches. She's just lived a normal human life.
very
Just
clueless
human.
going into
She
it
wants
like
to be a
this.
social worker. So
Yes.
obviously she's grown up in foster care. So that's what she's going there to do her degree, do what she needs to do, because she wants to be a social worker. And that is her end goal. Social worker life. Normal, happy, dumb. Until she meets...
Well, she meets him because they're sucking on one of
yes.
the cheerleaders or something.
She hears
hears
like
a girl
like a
scream.
scream, doesn't she? She walks
She
around the
runs
corner.
to danger like we all apparently do.
I mean, I'd fucking run straight into their arms. Hiya! Do you want my blood?
And that's where we meet Axel,
Axel?
Xavier, and Malachi.
Yes.
My life.
I don't know which one I'd want more. I mean, why
Xavier.
choose?
Well, I mean,
All
yeah,
of
why
them.
choose? You need
All
to
of
have them
them.
all. I'd pick Xavier if I had to pick out of them three.
Why?
Would you?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because he's got the most angst about him.
Because he wants cock as well as...
Yeah, very much. He orders online.
Because he is greedy and so are we. So, yes, please. No, to be fair, they all want a bit of everything. Would you pick Xavier? I can't. I can't pick any of them three.
I'd pick Alexandros, the professor.
So the three lads are then, that we meet them. They are that. We also meet a professor that's her history teacher.
Yeah, but also...
But he is also the boy's sire.
So he bit them. They were humans. He bit them and changed them to vampires because they had
boys.
shitty lives. So they are like his... No, I can't even say the word because it's going to be fucked up because...
Yeah, you can't almost say sons because...
Yeah, I
but
don't want
they
to say it because...
say it themselves, though, don't
Yeah.
they?
They are
see him
almost
as
like
a father
his... Yeah.
figure, but
They
he's
are
not.
like his sons. But one of them
He's a
wants
father
to
figure
fuck
that-
him so bad.
Xavier really wants to
The
get on top of him.
tension
Or behind him.
behind, on top, in... I don't care where
Any
he is. He
angle.
just needs to be slathered all over each other. Well, like, I'm so bored of waiting.
There's a lot of sexual tension between them two, isn't there?
I can't.
To the point where you are literally feel like you're shouting at the book. Be like,
Yeah.
just get on with
Just
it.
get on
Yeah,
with it.
I thought it was going to happen. I genuinely did.
I did.
I
Yeah.
thought it was going to happen.
Didn't.
When he winked at him. He winked at him.
Oh my God, the wink. And also, it's like he says stuff. Like, the professor 100% wants him as well.
Yes.
100%. You can tell by the way he says stuff. He's like, yeah, he definitely wants him. But then he'll like lead him astray because he'll say like such and such. And then like Xavier will go to say like something and then he just leaves. No,
Because
stop leaving.
he can read his mind. He knows he wants him. And instead of like shutting it down or anything, he just like soaks it up. And then, yeah.
Yeah. So one day, so Professor meets Ophelia and knows there's just something different about her.
Something
knows
magical.
there's something completely different. So he basically banishes the boys from touching her. He's not allowed. They're not allowed to bite her. They're not
But
allowed.
they have to watch out for her, though.
They
don't
have to look after her, basically babysit her, because he knows that she's important. But they are not allowed to taste her blood, basically. No biting is allowed to happen.
Because in this book, when a vampire bites, they create a bond.
Yes.
So that doesn't always happen in vampires. So I like that part.
So they create a bond, and he just knows that they can't be bonded with her because there's something about her.
To be fair,
that
though,
they
going
just
back to the
know.
bonding thing, and like off topic with the book, but like Vampire Diaries and Twilight, though, it's still down to like your mate, because even in Vampire Diaries, obviously, remember when... I'm massive spoiler for you. Either shut
Oh
your
my
ears or
God,
whatever.
you're going to ruin the whole series.
But
Guys, if you've watched Vampire Diaries, if you haven't watched Vampire Diaries, block your ears right now if you want to watch it.
but when
Don't worry, I don't mind.
Damon feeds Elena his blood,
yeah.
they have that connection then, don't they? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? When
that-
they start, like, if they feed off each other, they have that
Yeah.
connection. Same with Twilight.
Yeah. It's not
They
almost
find
said
their
as much.
mate
But yeah.
type thing, don't they? So I guess it's similar to that
Yeah.
if you're bit by a vampire, you're fucked basically, and you're stuck with them for the rest of your life.
I mean, I think I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. So they start,
I'm not saying I'm
they're
not okay with
obviously babysitting for her, but obviously horny devils because they all fancy each other. They all want each other. She wants them, they want her. One thing leads to another.
She's a
They're all
virgin.
getting down. Oh, she is.
That's
She's
how it
a
happens, isn't it?
She's a virgin.
Oh no. Oh
She's a virgin.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
Doesn't
they,
tell them.
yeah, they don't know she's a virgin.
Don't they use like? Was it only his finger or
I
something?
think it was his fingers. So yeah, basically they're pumping her gun.
And then
And then
there's
there's
a bit
some
of blood.
blood, and it accidentally falls in one of their mouths. And, oh dear, bonds have happened. So, and then
That's
they
Axel,
shut her
isn't it?
out,
Yeah,
don't
it's
they?
Axel, yeah.
They shut her out. Like they find it. I think doesn't Professor feel it?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
feels
Feels
the
it
bond. Yeah.
because obviously they are all him and the boys. The professor and the boys are all very much connected because he is their sire, so he can feel what they feel. They can feel how he feels. To some extent, he's like so powerful, so he can block them out. Forgot to say, he is the most powerful vampire to still exist
Because he's a bloodborne vampire.
because
isn't
he is the man. Basically,
He's the man.
he is the man.
He's my man.
So yeah, and then they basically shut her away, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh fuck, like we fucked up,
Yeah.
and she's like, what the hell? So then they
Then he
have
gets
to
sick.
split out with her.
Yeah. And then
They're really
Axel gets
horrible
sick,
to
doesn't
her
he?
to basically get
Yeah.
rid of her, aren't they? Because the professor's like, you disobeyed me. Like I told you not to do this. This is going to be the worst thing in the world. And yeah, he gets a little bit poorly.
He's literally gonna die, isn't he?
Yeah,
Or unalive.
but he needs.
Unalive. He's gonna unalive.
He's gonna unalive.
Oh, yeah.
What a word. Fucking hate that word. Unalive. So yeah, turns out we need Mrs. Little Ophelia to live
Yeah. Her
once
blood
he's
is
tasted her. And this is where it all starts unfolding about what she is and who she is and where she's come from. Blah, blah, blah. Professor wants to fuck her so bad, it's unreal. But doesn't because he's like, I cannot because I am super powerful. She is going to be super powerful. So he can't touch her
the tension in that first book
until he does.
is ridiculous, isn't it? Probably more so than the Xavier and the Professor.
Yeah.
Like it's so much.
I just
until
can't
the end of
get
that book
over
because that's how it ends, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
Fire.
Because that's when her powers are unlocked.
Yes.
Because she is an
And the
elemental.
boys feel it. The boys aren't even there, but they
No.
feel it from miles away.
Yeah.
Maybe not miles and being dramatic, but yeah. Oh, God.
That was quite a good ending. I
That
didn't mind
was a
that
good
ending.
ending. That ending was fine. I can cope with that ending. Little bit of a cliffhanger, but you know, can cope with it, especially when I've only got a week to wait for the book. Now,
I had a couple weeks to wait for the book.
yeah,
By
you
the time
did.
I finished it first.
yeah, because you did finish it first. I was the last one to
So
finish
then
that
I was
book.
basically shouting at you two to be like, right, come on.
need
You
to
didn't want
read
to
it.
finish it
No.
because you didn't want to.
I didn't even want to start it because I was a bit like, I don't know if this is for me.
So I hate cliffhangers. I
fucking
hate
for me.
cliffhangers. If I have to wait for a book, it's like I have not read Iron Flame or Fourth Wing because I know it ends in a cliffhanger. I'm not reading it. I'm
Please
not
don't
doing it
switch
to my
off.
life.
I know it's criminal.
Please don't switch off.
People probably don't want to listen to you if you've not read them.
Oh,
She's like, what now?
I was like, what? Sorry,
Sorry,
what have I
what?
turned off?
Yeah, you've broken all the mechanics because you. No.
Yeah, but
So
I hate
think you'd
cliffhangers
love
so
them,
much.
especially now you've read this. I
It's
think
not as
you'd
smutty though,
love
is it?
them. No. We don't talk about freezing tampons and putting them in the freezer. No,
Oh, that was such a good scene.
it was
Such a
not.
good scene.
Flick on it like a little lollipop.
But now you know how jokey all the boys are. You're like, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I do 100%. Like the banter is still there, and
Yeah.
like,
So I read that scene. Automatically felt pretty sick.
No, she didn't.
Straight to I did.
she's got a blood kink.
I've not got a blood kink.
She loves the blood.
They
We
think
like
I
to
have a
wine
blood kink.
stir
I
her up.
haven't. But I read
About
this
her
bit
blood
even to the
kinks.
point I felt, a little bit of bile in my throat. And then it was like, right, I'm gonna have to tell them. Got them to read that tiny little paragraph.
I nearly threw up on the spot, I think.
Yeah. But then when you actually read the book,
It does make sense.
It
and
makes
is
sense.
You can
definitely
hear
their
them.
It's their,
personality.
it's their sense of humor and everything else. And
But
Because 100% they would do that to her.
oh, you know they would.
Yeah, definitely. Little freeze pop.
it's just the thought of like popping it out and popping it just a little bag in the freezer. There you go.
Just get a little goodie bag out. Anyone want a little lolly?
Ugh.
Tampon time.
So gross. But I could actually imagine them like pinning her down and taking it out themselves. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
It would be like a
As much
funny
as
moment.
that is so gross, like what the fuck are we talking about? It's so minging. It's actually vile, but there's something so hot about it, which I don't understand. I don't understand what my brain is doing. Maybe it's just them.
Can't comprehend what's going on.
The bloody no.
You say I've got a blood kink.
No. God, are you being for real
You
right
want
now?
about sucking on a fucking tampon?
No, that's in the book. I'm just talking about it.
I don't know if she wants to suck on it.
Ah!
She wouldn't mind someone else sucking on hers.
No,
That's-
no. I just mean they're so hot they can get away with doing whatever they fucking want, to be honest.
It's not a visual you want in your head, though, is it?
No, that I couldn't do. No.
Tampon string hanging out their mouth.
Oh, Sarah! Just pushed it way too far. God! So minging. So gross. Yeah, so basically we loved them. We've devoured the books. But the second book, I'm like, Sadie Kincaid is probably one of my favourite authors. I'm not going to lie. Like, all of her other books, her mafia books that we've all read, like, I loved them.
Yeah, definitely. She's
Like
a very good author, isn't
Lorenzo. My all-time favourites. She, just her man, even Joey, like, she's female boss. Love Joey in one of her other books. She has done her readers fucking dirty. I'm not going to lie. She has done us all over. What sort of fucking cliffhanger is the second book?
she? For someone that hates cliffhangers, I'm not that like...
Nah, fuck that. It's ruined my life.
Because I know, so Sadie Kincaid has
No,
said...
you keep saying you know. You keep saying you know what's happened. You know the ending. You know all this. Fuck off with your analogies. I don't like where you're going.
So
I do and don't.
Kaylee will not admit it. So for anyone that obviously
You can't
read the
ruin
book. Yeah, but we can't like you
I
have
don't
to go
want to
read
hear
the
you
book.
say it again. I can't hear you say it.
The boys are unalived.
They're not.
All four of them. The professor and the boys are unalived because Sadie Kincaid has promised the happily ever after.
Yeah, so they're all obviously, that is part of me that is hanging on to a thread because I just keep thinking it's coming.
You can't have, but they are definitely unalived because the professor is wrapped up in silver.
I don't
It's one of
believe
those, though,
it.
because even
don't
I
believe
said-
it. I think they've just hurt him.
Yeah, but the third book's called Born in Blood.
Yeah.
Maybe
Reborn.
they're reborn.
They're definitely coming back.
Oh
They're
my
in the
God.
netherworld, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my
Maybe
God,
this
I
is
just
what it is.
I can't. It's breaking my heart.
But they are definitely
They're
because
unalived, Kaylee.
I said,
They're
said
not
to
part of
her,
this world.
If this was a movie,
I mean, they were never part
You'd
of the world.
see-
They don't know about it.
they are. You'd see like him trussed up against some cave wall,
Looking
with all
beautiful.
the silver. You'd see him proper trussed up, and then it would flip
My
to
brain.
her and the three boys, and they're like screaming in pain, and she's just burning the world around her.
Yeah, because she has
That's
that
how it
fire,
ends.
hasn't she? So the thing is, the second book, I would say, is a bit of an education into her background, everyone else's backgrounds, because we've got wolves, we've got demons, we've got vampires, we've got witches, and she is an elementai, which is the most powerful of all of them. They all can like harbour an element, so they can control like water, fire, earth, air, and the most powerful elementai who could only ever do two, so they had two of the elements.
She has 4.
So she can do all of them because she is a bad fucking bitch. Right at the beginning of the books, the first book, I said, because she's quite quiet, timid, shy, I said I'm desperate for her to become
A bad bitch.
I want her to find that fire. Third book, she is going to fuck over
pissed, isn't she?
everyone.
She's gonna be pissed.
She is going to be the baddest bitch you've ever come across. For the
that's why.
good.
Yeah,
because
because she is only good. She is inherently
Elementai are
good.
meant to be
That's what
good.
they are.
They do good things. They're not horrible. They're not supposed to do things for the bad. So she will do for the good.
But they did it on purpose, didn't they? They needed her to harness her power faster. And
Yeah.
the biggest way to harness it,
Break her
the
up.
biggest emotion was despair, wasn't it? Like
loss,
losing
yeah.
all four of them.
And like the professor and her have bonded. Yeah, she's going to become a bad bitch. She's literally going to ruin everyone's lives. So she can harbour water. Harbour, is that a word?
Yeah.
She can, yeah. Water, fire, air and earth. She's going to fuck them all up.
Yeah, but she's still going to be inherently good though. She's not going to be like a Roxy.
But the thing is, oh God, no. But the thing is,
Now that's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Now that is a bad bitch.
Yeah.
But You can be bad bitch for good, though.
But yeah, basically, so you know when you watch a movie,
Yeah.
and they're like the superheroes, like in Marvel movies, they go to like kill them at the very end, and then they're like, no, I'm not going to be like you.
If that happens, I will chuck the book at
I'm
the
telling
fucking
you now,
wall.
that's what's going to happen.
No.
She's not going to kill any one of them.
She definitely
will rage.
So he is. She won't kill
What
his son.
about, what about it? I was going to say, what
She
about his
won't.
son?
So
And
he
his
actually.
dad?
So he actually has a real son. So not a sired son. His name is Lucian.
Which is the devil's name anyway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, isn't it?
I don't know.
Lucifer.
Oh, Lucifer.
I was thinking, what? Don't think I've ever. I was like, I'm not really.
And then when you say
equipped with
Lucifer, all I think
history.
of is the series Lucifer. Have you
I
seen that?
no, didn't watch it.
Have you seen that? No.
Everyone's
Oh
watched
my
that.
god, you have to watch Lucifer. No, you have to watch Lucifer because he's really like camp, but he's such a good devil.
Camp.
He's quite camp. I think he's camp.
I like my.
Right
gay
now,
men
that's
to
it.
be
That's
hot.
that's now your two's homework.
Not
You
sure
should
about
watch
Lucifer.
a little bit of Lucifer.
Yeah. So I don't think she'll kill his son. Son is turned evil, been bad,
Alexandros
but
did
he's done
say
things.
if he needed to, he would kill him. For
He
her.
said he'd tear
Yeah.
off his fucking head
Yeah.
for her.
Exactly.
That's
Because
what I'm
they
saying.
are so bonded. So she is bonded with the professor, Alexandros. Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Alexandros.
Dracos.
Will-
They are bonded beyond bond, so
But will this
stronger
break
than
the
the
bond?
boys as well. Well, this is what they say. The silver thing is that's what they need to do. They need to break the bond, but they can't break the bond. So I'm
Unalived.
getting a bit emotional about this.
Unalived. But they've only gone to the Netherworld. They don't go to.
But she can talk to dragons though, so she.
Oh,
can
the dragons! Oh, the dragons! Give me the
100%.
dragon.
They're riding back on a dragon each.
They're definitely with their boys dangling along.
I'm coming.
We're coming back.
Quite literally.
Yeah, so the cliffhanger, I'm not down with the cliffhanger. And I'll
I
tell
don't
you what
mind
I'm
it.
not down for is we are the beginning of December, well, middle of December. January, February, March.
That's how long we've got to wait. That's
3
a bit of a
months.
yeah.
3
Yeah.
months. I'm going to meet this woman. We all are in July. I might shake her a little bit, but
We'll know the ending though by then, so
Yeah,
you won't be.
yeah,
You'll be all right.
No, I still could shake her for the 3 months torture that I'm gonna have. You've done your job well, bitch. No.
Does that mean they're gonna have merch from this?
Oh my god! Do you know sometimes as well?
yeah, they
sometimes they bring men.
Yeah, have you seen them?
Yeah, they bring. Yeah.
What are they
bring
gonna
like a male model?
Can you imagine if they bought all 4 boys?
Don't, 'cause I'd fucking die on the spot.
My days.
I'd literally.
I'd play that song that you
Yeah,
found.
but the thing
and
is,
just like
they look so different to everyone. I can't play the song because copyright, but there is a song. When you go, I'll tell you what, we'll put it on our TikTok. When we do our TikTok about this book to say that this is available to listen to, I'll put the song in the background because that is their song.
envision. Yeah.
I envision, when I listen to that song, I envision them storming towards me.
All I can see now is sorry,
Even
Katie,
her
my
to
brain's
some
gone. I'm
aspect
just
as well.
like
all 4 of the blokes and her marching.
Some of the pink
She's
hair.
in the middle,
yeah.
going for it. I want to be the one in the middle. I want to be that person.
Maybe they should do that, right? Sadie Kincaid, if you're listening, what you need to do is you
Please.
need to bring a runway to Rare in London
Oh my
and just
God.
have all 4 of the boys with their fangs protracting. Oh, yes, please. And then just let everyone, they would pay good money
I would
to
pay
stand
good
in the
money.
middle and walk with the boys.
Oh
bit.
my days. And a bit. Don't know if she's going to do the biting part. Not sure about that. But yeah, so my notes on the ending were what that actual fuck. That is my note.
That's all you got to say.
But you do get a full education, I feel like, in the second book of
It really,
evil.
really,
Yeah.
really builds the world, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you understand
Yeah.
everything. As
You
much
get
as
more of a
it is
background
fantasy, isn't
type
it? So
thing,
you
don't
do
you?
need to know the facts about stuff. I thought I'd get quite bored about that, but I didn't.
But they do it well in the lessons, don't they? They do it really well. And
Yeah.
she gets orgasms every time she gets an answer right.
Oh yeah, if you do this right. So basically, they
That would
forbid
make anyone
her.
want to learn, to be fair.
They
wouldn't it? That's
forbid
like-
her of her orgasms because if she has an orgasm, because of her powers are so strong, she sets fire to things. She could put a big hole in the fucking universe. But yeah, so basically they are withdrawing her from withdrawing? It sounds like she's addicted to something. Well, she is.
I would
they're
be
cons.
addicted to that. I am.
So they're not allowing her to have orgasms because she's
she
too
couldn't
powerful.
get her because she couldn't get her powers under control. So
Every
she
time
needed
she
to get that
orgasmed.
under control first before she had.
But who did she do? Oh, she slept with him again, didn't she? She slept with Mr. Professor. And
Yeah,
she
was
started.
able to control it.
And
Then they
she
threw
found
a
her
party.
light
She found
an
her light.
orgasm party.
with fucking unicorns.
I didn't get that.
She
bit.
loves unicorns.
That's probably the
In
only bit I
beginning-
didn't get.
Yeah,
But
but
she's
at the
a very-
beginning of the book, she
Yeah.
loves. She says about loving unicorns.
That's
She's
what
a
she was
like.
unicorn lover.
Pink hair
And then they have cake
Yeah.
and don't eat it. I was like, what is happening?
They
Out of all of
they
it, Haley's concerned about them not eating cake.
think
There's
do,
fucking
they
cake
do.
left on the
They
table.
do eat it.
No, they don't.
After
She
they
can't
eat her.
eat it. No, because she gets a slice of cake,
Yeah.
and then they're talking about what they're going to do to her. So she can't eat the cake, and they're like, "You're not hungry." And then they're like,
Oh, Lord.
"No, not for." And then she's like, "No, not for cake." So then they put her on the table and feast on her. But
I mean,
Well,
they
what
all
we just said,
they
they
all
don't
ate
eat
the
the cake
cake
until they've
They
eaten
ate
her.
the cake.
yeah, but I'm sorry, but there's a big fat cake, and no one's eating it.
What a waste of food.
Well,
What an
waste of cake.
absolute waste.
I was like, so you threw a party, and then the party's over,
with no cake.
or is the party?
The party's just beginning by the sounds
I
of
was
it.
going to say,
To be
I'm
fair, doesn't
sure
she have
the
like?
party
I think she
was
said she counts
6
orgasms and then lost count.
So that is that's a bit of a roundup of those books, I would say, wouldn't you?
But they are so good. I mean, I think you should. I'll probably put on the thing that you should like read.
Yeah,
them
we have
before you
done.
listen to
We
this,
have 100% done
obviously.
spoilers, but I feel like anyone that's read the books would probably want to listen to this to have see like what our thoughts are. The
Because-
book 3 thoughts
What's he
as
going to do with
well.
his brother, though?
Yeah, see, I've told you about this, so I think.
Oh yeah,
It is
the
his brother.
brother.
The tone. Yeah, but he did it for the greater good.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
There has
but
to be
I-
a conversation
Nah,
between him and that
Mr.
Nazir,
Professor
because
doesn't give a fuck about.
obviously
the
all of a
greater
sudden
good.
it was like, I know what I've got to do,
Yeah,
wasn't it? And
But
then,
he doesn't. But Mr.
He
Professor,
he won't care.
he don't care about the greater good. All he cares about
is his girl and his
is
boys.
her
But that's
and
why
the
they said they did
boys.
it, because he will burn the world for her. But for the world to survive, they need to.
Who gives a fuck about the world?
Well, yeah, I don't.
And he
give a fuck.
doesn't, to be fair. That so I get why they've done it, but I don't think
But
he'll ever forget.
also,
to give
because
his
there's that
brother.
little thing at the end about Lucian. I think Lucian is good. I think he's going to turn out to be good. That's my thoughts. That's my little.
Yeah, because I don't understand how he's friends with Nazril.
Yes, what it means
Is that
is he
her
was
name?
there, wasn't he?
Oh yeah,
At the very end.
Nazine. No,
And-
what is her name?
Nazil.
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 Dan Rath.
Right, her.
Or Dan Rath.
Yeah, but
Richards.
they look like they were friends, and surely she shouldn't be friends with people that she's trying to save the Elementi, and that is going to help save the greater good and all of that. And he's meant to be the one destroying it. So why the fuck do they sound like they're friends?
But that's what I'm saying, because I don't think the story is as it's told. I think Lucian is good because he was caught sobbing over his sisters when they died. I think he's either been
He
tricked
didn't
by dark
unalive
magic.
himself.
He did not unalive themselves. Oh, yeah, unalive.
I think I don't know. I wonder if he didn't unalive them.
Maybe he did. I think there's something twisted
I
there.
fucking
There's
hate
more
that
to that
word.
story because
Unalive.
Alexandros loves him and he will protect him. And I want to know why. I think he's going to
Well, because he's his
turn
son.
out. Yeah, I know, but that's quite a big thing.
Also, has anyone else noticed when they say a lot about ripping their throats out? I take it they don't die when they get their throat
No,
ripped
because
out.
he's ripped someone's throat out before and they're not
Yeah.
there. It was his brother, wasn't it?
He was like, oh, I ripped his throat out. And I
Or was his
thinking,
dad? No, it was
oh.
his dad. He ripped his dad's throat out.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
It
it.
was his
His
dad. Because
dad.
then he said ever since then he's kind of like stuck up for himself.
Once
Hasn't
I ripped his throat out, I thought, oh, God.
There must have been a bit of a.
Do they like, yeah, what happens? Pop it back.
Yeah, but he ripped
think
his throat out of the ones
they
when they
can-
tried to... Oh, no, because they were humans, weren't they?
So the witches, they rip their hearts out. But I take it they could, if they rip their throats out, it would... They use that. They use that
The way
saying,
to kill
like,
a
it's a
vampire
little,
though is literally to
tear their heads off.
Yeah,
is how you
and-
a vampire.
obviously fire, isn't it?
Not garlic.
Not garlic.
No garlic.
No garlic.
Garlic is not
But
garlic.
like he said, but what was it? Because wasn't at the end they had
Silver.
it was a
Oh,
silver.
it's
wasn't it?
something
Silver.
to do with the silver,
Yeah.
because otherwise they can't heal their skin. That's why he's got marks, doesn't he, with
Yeah.
the
And
silver?
his tattoos. His lace.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
laced
they're
with
laced with silver because his
Otherwise,
body will just heal.
they'll
and they
push
won't-
the ink out, won't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. But yeah, the ripping throats out. They say it like they use this statement. I'm going to rip your throat out, like I'm going to slap you around the face.
Yeah.
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 Like, it's like, whereas to me, rip your throat out is quite a death.
I'd imagine it'd be a quick, one of those kind of like a swipe. Do you know what I mean?
And then their throat would just pop themselves back
they
into the baby. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, but that's why.
Random.
So I was also like, so she's in the kitchen. That's how I feel. She's in the kitchen, isn't she? And all the boys run to her, all screaming.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's burning everything. That's what I kind of gauged from the end of it. I thought she can't burn their bodies because they need to come back. In my mind, they're all just bodies, and they're going to come back.
It's too much. My brain can't process what I've read, let alone think about what's going to happen in 3 months' time.
Oh, I'm because I know there's a happily ever after. It's like when we read Shades of Red. I knew there was going to be not a happily ever after. But reading this, Sadie has promised it.
I actually, in Shades of Red, I actually feel like
that was
a happy ever after for him.
I get.
It wasn't between the two of them, but he was living his best fucking life, and that would be my happy ever after if I was there. So it's not a problem. Like that.
But then I don't see. I know I said you, but I don't get why every book needs to have a happy ever after.
Sarah, get out.
Yeah. We need happy
That's
ever
not
after.
fucking, like, happily
My
ever after,
brother-in-law
is it?
says this about one of the Spider-Mans, because one of the Spider-Mans, she actually dies. I'm like, no. He's like, no, that's better. We don't always need the soppy romantic ending.
No.
Like, let them just die. I'm like, no.
Yeah, we never have a happily ever after. No one does.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Shut up!
We're living our happily ever after, Sarah.
Are we?
Apparently.
Are we?
Yeah,
I mean,
Wow. I know my
our
life.
happily
is not
ever after ends with like
it's
someone
a wedding.
going.
Anyway, let's not talk about that because I'll have a fucking panic attack by the end of this. Let's not talk about death too much, shall we?
But you know what I mean? Like, but
No.
I think just some books need to
Let's
have
not
that
do-
little bit of shit didn't happen. Oh well, get over it.
Yeah,
Next
I do
book.
feel like that would ruin people though.
Why?
Because it's like the whole, like, you've got to have hope to hold on to. Like, that is where imagination in books make you, although it's not real, it makes you think, as terrible as life, as shitty as life is, it will always be okay.
Sparkle and rainbows.
Yeah, Sarah, we are sparkling.
every now and then we all have all the dark shit leading up.
Yeah, you've got to have all the terrible things
We've
happening
got to
in
have the 80% vibe.
Yeah, 80% where everything, all shit hits the fan.
All goes fucking wrong. And then 97% it makes up. I'm like, no, this is not enough percentage to leave me with to make it all right.
Yeah, we need an epilogue of sex.
Yeah. We need a full blown.
Or a
Sarah,
wedding or
what are
something.
you reading right now?
The Torn Apart.
Oh my god!
I've got Torn Apart that I've started, and then I've downloaded, ready to listen to Butcher and Blackbird.
Oh god! Right.
For someone who never wanted to listen to an Audible,
Oh yeah, we haven't told everyone that you're now in.
this is for another day. But I
Yeah.
finally
She's in.
listened
She's
to my
in.
first one.
Audibles are in. We've corrupted Sarah.
We have corrupted
To be
her.
fair, you've not really corrupted me. It was on offer for 3 months for 99 pence, so I thought, why not?
Thank you, Audible.
Thank you. And now I spend a fortune on Audible because it's so fucking good. Anywho. Well, I hope everyone has a lovely day and you've enjoyed listening to us rabble on about vampires. Vampires
Everything
are life.
mystical and
Love them. I know I want a secret life of vampires. I love the fact, though,
I
that
feel like I
they're
need to
not
read a
real.
little, like a few more. But like, I
You've
want
gone
them to
into-
be like,
Have you gone into fantasy land? Just
Romantic.
slightly?
yeah, but I want,
Romantasy, is that what we call
yeah, but I don't want like a love
Full on.
story. I want
You need to read.
Because
hardcore smutty vampires. That's exactly what I
Oh
want.
God! I tell you what,
want
you
that. I
would.
don't want-
I know it sounds like you wouldn't. Fourth wing. I'm not going to say is like smut galore because it's not, but it's tension, like that tension and
Yeah, I don't know if I
angst
can
and
do
like
that. I just want
and fightingness.
dick in face.
dick and face.
Oh, stop quite dick and face. But it's so good. It's so
in my
good.
head, I want the amount of like thrillers or horrors that
Yeah.
you watch it, vampires and stuff, and they're on about this like the hot vampire
That's
sex.
what you love.
That's what I want in
Yeah.
my head. That's what I want to read about.
All this stuff that's been happening with the boys and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because see, I said to Kate, I couldn't enjoy that last bit where they all took her in the book, like that last
every hole
almost
is
chapter.
full.
I feel like I couldn't
No, that's,
enjoy it because
that's not even. That's normally the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Normally, I wait for these things, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's happening!"
but
It's
because
happening,
I
it's
knew
happening.
something bad was going to happen, I thought it was going to happen during. So I was like, I just rushed it.
I didn't take that scene in at all. I'm not going to lie, nor me. I'll tell you what I have discovered, though. People talking to each other in their heads.
Oh, I want that.
Yeah, I do as well.
Oh,
I
that
don't
would be
know if I'd want
amazing.
Matt to listen to my thoughts.
No, I don't want him to listen to my thoughts, but I'd like to be able to
To
communicate.
have a conversation
Whilst-
with him.
Yeah.
Whilst his mouth was full. Not
False.
cool. Don't say that. Yeah, like I could be able to direct. No, to be fair, I don't really need direction. But yeah. Well, like if I could talk to him from downstairs to upstairs. Can you make me a cup of tea, please? God, it would be used for all the wrong reasons in my household. Can you put the kettle on? Should we have something to eat? I.e. me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
I don't know. I cannot say that now. No one. He can't say to me what is for dinner without me being like,
Hello.
hello, me.
I'm on offer.
No, seriously. No, I'm serious.
I
Me.
can warm it up if you want. Just go sit in the bath for 5 minutes.
Wash and prep dinner.
Oh my god. Wash and prep. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that. I'm actually going to do it. I see that TikTok of a lady stood with her leg up over the oven. Yeah. She's like,
Well, you just warm it up.
too funny. Right, on that note,
Goodbye.
goodbye. We need to finish.
And Sadie Kincaid, hurry up and bring this out.
Yeah,
Preferably
please.
early.
Can we
If you
bring
want
it
any
out
art
early?
readers, we're here. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Yes, please.
Like, now. Not in 2 months. Oh, exciting.
Thank you for listening to Who's the Daddy podcast. Find us on TikTok and Instagram at Who's the Daddy podcast. And look out for more episodes soon.